Hey, it's the last day of the fair. Don't despair! Hey, you like that rhyme? I just made it up. Hey, there's all kind of stuff still happening, and so you get yourself down to the fairgrounds today, Father's Day, for the car show. Johnny, when is the car show? I don't know anything about it. Right here on the screen, scfair.com. There's all kind of information there about when the car show is and when you can get down here and all that good stuff. Come on down. Car show! What is wrong with you? Bands, DJ, and perhaps some beverages. Hey, right?
Hello, my name is Karen, and I am the owner of Alibi Bookshop, and we are located at 624 Marin Street in downtown Vallejo, and we love books. We love our bookstore, and we love books, and we especially love children's books. So I'm here today to read to you from one of my favorites, from one of my favorite children's authors and illustrators. It's called Giraffe Problems by Jory John and illustrated by Lane Smith. Now, I know there are no giraffes at the county fair, but we can still learn about them and read about them anyway, right? Right. So let's do this. Giraffe problems. What kind of problems could a giraffe possibly have? We're going to find out. I feel bad about my neck. I do. I can't help it. It's too long, too bendy, too narrow, too dopey, too patterned, too stretchy, too high, too lofty, too necky. Yes, my neck is too necky. Everybody stares at it. You ever stared at a giraffe? I do, because I love them. This guy. That guy. Him. Her. Them. Whatever that is. And her again. Look at all of them staring at the giraffe. Yep, I feel bad about my neck. I've tried dressing it up. I've added a scarf, 2 scarves, a bundle of scarves, a mountain of scarves. I've tried bow ties and regular ties, and both. Look at all the ties he's wearing. It's a lot of ties. The giraffe's neck is really long, isn't it? I've tried hiding it away. I've used shrubs. I've hung out in ditches. I've stood behind trees. I've spent time in the river. Poor guy trying to hide who he is. Other animals have necks that just work. Take a gander at this zebra's neck. Stripes always look good. So classic. Quit staring at me. Or gaze upon this elephant's neck. Strong and powerful, yet graceful. Stop talking about me. I never really thought about elephants having a neck. Or glimpse this lion, whose neck is adorned with a glorious mane of flowing locks. What a sight! How inspiring! Why can't I have a neck like that? Are you always this loud? That's what the lion says. My mom always said that I should be proud of my neck. She said other animals would love to have a neck like this. Yeah, right. No offense, Mom, but nobody wants this neck. It's a neck only a mother could love. It all makes me want to hide until the sun sets. He's so sad about his neck. Good evening. Look, he's on a turtle. He's really sad. Do you ever get sad? Oh, look, the turtle says, I've been admiring your neck from afar. Oh, how I wish my neck looked like yours. I get so much done in a day. Goodness, I can only imagine all the reaching and grabbing and looking around I'd do. I'd accomplish many of my goals for sure. Meanwhile, I'm saddled with this little excuse for a neck. Here, watch me try to stretch it out. Ugh. See? That's about as far as it goes. Pathetic, right? I'm basically necklace. Sigh. Oh, poor turtle's sad now, too. You feel bad about your neck, too? Yep. I'm Cyrus, by the way. I'm Edward. It's lovely to meet you, Cyrus. Can I tell you something else, Edward? Of course, Cyrus. Uh-oh. Cyrus is about to tell Edward something special. Ahem. There is a hill in the distance which you can see. You can surely see from your great vantage. I've stood on that very hill for 7 straight days now, staring skyward, watching as a single piece of fruit, a lone banana, slowly changed from green to yellow, ripening. I've endured windy nights and unseasonably brisk mornings with very little sleep as I waited and waited and waited, hoping against hope that the fruit would drop before me so I could sample its sweetness and nourish myself in the process. Yet, day after day, I felt like such a fool as I stretched my neck towards those greedy branches only to be limited by my own physical shortcomings. See, look at Cyrus waiting for that banana. And he's sad about it. He's really sad about it. You want a banana from a tree? That's what I said. Yes. Cyrus said. Oh my goodness. Plunk. Can you see? Look. Look how long Edward's neck is, and look what he can grab. He can grab a banana for Cyrus. Here you go. Whomp. Oh, you did it. You made it look so easy. Munch, 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 munch. Delectable. So that's what a banana tastes like, huh? It was worth the wait. We love bananas, don't we? Bananas are delicious. Edward, face it. Your neck is impressive. It allows you to do amazing things. For instance, you just solved my week-long banana dilemma in 10 seconds. Well, thank you, Cyrus, says Edward. I think you have a swell neck, too. It's elegant and dignified, and it works well with your shell. That means a great deal to me, Edward, said Cyrus. Say, do you like bow ties, Cyrus? I'm not sure, Edward. I have very little experience with them. It's gonna happen. That's what happens. You look wonderful, Cyrus. As do you, Edward. They're sharing their bow ties. I feel good about our necks, Edward. Thank you, Cyrus. For once, so do I. Yes, for once, so do I. That's the end. And it teaches us that we should appreciate what we have. And you're all beautiful. And I hope I can see you and your beautiful faces and your beautiful necks, your wonderful necks, no matter how long, how short, sometime in our store. We're at 624 Marin Street. That's downtown Vallejo. And I hope that you have a wonderful time watching this video, having a fun summer, having a safe and healthy summer, and we look forward to seeing you soon. You can learn all about other animals and giraffes when you come in here. Thank you. Thank you, Solano County. Thank you, Vallejo. Bye-bye.
Hey, have a fabulous Father's Day. If you've got a father, go out there and give them some love. And if you are a father, make those kids give you some love. You pay the bills, you bring home the food. What do? Wah, wah, wah. Buy me a computer thingy. Oh, happy Father's Day.
Hi, everybody. I'm Richard. I'm the current president of the Vallejo Gem and Mineral Club. We've been established since 1954. We're here on the Solano County Fairgrounds. We have a wonderful shop here where we teach cutting and shaping stones into cabochons. And we also do silversmithing, wire wrapping for jewelry, and also several of us make crazy creations with our work in wire and stone. We take wonderful rocks that we take and pick up off the ground. And then we have these machines behind us here where we slice the rock like bread. And then we take those pieces that are like bread and we cut them into different shapes. And we can make any shape you want. The machines, you can grind it and shape it anything in any way you want. And then you can take and polish it up so you can see all those really pretty veins in the rock and all those little things that the rocks show you. The greatest thing I love about this is, there's the title that basically says, never judge a book by its cover. Well, the same thing with rock. You look at the outside of the rock and sometimes it looks just like a gray blob or a black blob or a brown blob or something. And then you cut it open and you look inside and you see the beautiful nature of what nature has actually made. The ability with the shop is to take that rock that you have and actually make something and to show off what's maybe inside the rock, or just to actually just shape it in a way to make it more pleasant to the eye or something you see. It's like using your imagination. That's what this place gives you. The ability to use your imagination and take something that people just throw on the ground next to them, pick it up and actually be able to do something with.
I've been a member of the club for roughly about 5 years. And what drew me to come, I had some extra time at the time, and I remember a long time ago in college, I used to like to make jewelry, but the simple kind of jewelry. So I joined the club, and at the club there's a lot of people who know a lot of different things, and they're willing to share those things and teach those things to other people. It's a sort of a community where people are willing to help you in whatever is your passion. I like that because that keeps me interested. It's not just one thing. Nothing's ever the same. You do different techniques. For me, I don't replicate. I make one thing and I go to the next thing. It's nice to be able to have that variety. For me, that keeps me interested, that keeps me engaged in the art. We do offer classes periodically in the club for different things. For soldering, basic soldering classes, casting classes, learning how to set a stone, or make the bezel and make a ring or whatever. We do that. If there's an interest, a lot of times we will get people together to coordinate that. There are people here with awesome skills, so many skills that, it's really mind-boggling. Another thing is some of this equipment that we have over here, if you try to buy it yourself, you would be hard-pressed to be able to afford it. Here, for an annual membership fee and a slight usage fee, you can use all this equipment. We have drills, we've got rock cutters, we've got so much stuff that will help you to be able to bring your true artist out of yourself. So that's one of the things I like. I think it is a great value. If you are looking for a hobby, something that to keep you busy with, this is a great option. We're local here at the fairgrounds, and for me, I live in Vallejo, so this is not far from me, but even if you were a little bit out of area, it's worth it. I mean, to be able to have all these different options available to you, all these resources, it's a great club, great people, and people who are willing to share their knowledge with you. So I think it's well worth becoming a member.
I just love having kids that can actually come in and have a place to learn. We have a wonderful library and that talks about how rock is formed, how to make jewelry, the history of how things become fossilized. and all the different types of stone and everything. So it's a nice little library that allows people to look up things. It's one of those things that your imagination can go anywhere. And if you can think it up, there's someone here that could probably show you how to do it. We have a wonderful city here in Vallejo. I've lived here like 99% of my life. And a lot of times people don't realize that we're here. They've been here in Vallejo their whole life, and they go, this is the first time they've ever known we're here. When you get enough community together, you can do lots of things. And we have a lot to offer here in Vallejo. This is one of the things that we do have to offer at the fairgrounds here. And I think it's a wonderful thing that it's a nice hobby that is actually for the entire family. So, and it is actually nationally the #1 family hobby now to rock collect. And so this allows them not just rock collecting, but where to go, what they can find, and what they can do with it after. One of our members, he started here when he was 9 years old. He's like 30 years old now, and he's actually made this his living. He was able to pay for college from the rock sales that he had done as a kid. He just saved his money and just kept building up a collection. It's one of those things that you can take a little diamond in the rough and make it into really something, and I think that's what we do. And it's always nice to allow others to do so and to learn about it. And I think the other thing is it gives us a sense of family too, for the fact that we're trying to bring in young people, trying to get people interested and keep them interested, because, you know, the world's one of those things where we're losing communication. Everything's on the internet, and this is nice where we can actually come in and meet and actually do things together. Go rock hunting, go on field trips, go hikes in the mountain, go hikes down rivers, you know, and find wonderful things, and then come back and build things with it. With this virtual fair, we're hoping to show people who we are and that we're here, and if they're ever interested in learning, we're here to teach you. If you're interested in joining a club, you can come down here to the Solano County Fairgrounds. We're open on Tuesdays from 10 to noon and Saturdays 10 to noon, and pick up an application, and we'll show you around the shop so you can get an idea of what it's like to actually become a member and what our membership does, and get a feel for the rocks and see all the things that we can do for you, and if that works into what you have an imagination to do. I think it really gives you a nice perspective on what it is to be a member of a club and what you can do with your rock.
California, 1943. Everyone knew something had to be done, and quickly. The haze called smog was getting worse.
Until the early 1950s, industrial pollution in California went unchecked. Auto emissions were uncontrolled, and people thought nothing of burning their garbage. So, air pollution control districts were formed, and for the first time, scientists and local officials began working together to monitor and control air quality. Now, there are nearly 36 air pollution control or air quality management districts throughout the state, varying in sizes and scope, and responsive at the local level, as well as on a statewide level. Each has an oversight group or board made up of elected or appointed officials, and it's this diverse group who oversee the agency's functions. A vast network of hundreds of air monitoring stations measures air quality around the state, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Districts rely on meteorologists and monitoring data, along with up-to-date weather information, to make air quality forecasts. Information collected from this network is also analyzed in a lab and used by staff to develop air quality models and examine long-term air quality trends.
To ensure businesses comply with air pollution laws and regulations, the districts issue permits. Permits are reviewed annually, and a network of field inspectors conduct on-site facility inspections and test emission sources to make sure businesses stay in compliance.
Our team of experts responds to air quality complaints and provides technical assistance to businesses and organizations to help them comply with air quality regulations. These inspections include operations, large and small alike, such as source testing and natural gas storage facilities.
The districts seek counsel from and engage experts and other stakeholders and hold many community meetings on air quality topics, including regulations, clean air plans and strategies, as well as issues of interest to the community. The districts are also committed to advanced technologies that both reduce emissions and improve fuel efficiency.
All districts offer grant programs that award funds to public and private entities to voluntarily reduce pollution from mobile sources, such as trucks, buses, ferries as well as cars, marine vessels, locomotives, and construction and agricultural equipment. Grants are purposefully allocated to encourage clean air alternatives.
The winter months, with cooler temperatures and reduced sunlight, diminish ozone or smog-related problems. But dangerous airborne particles, referred to as particulate matter, are a serious problem in cooler weather.
Because the millions of fireplaces and wood stoves around the state are a major source of particulate matter, smoke from residential wood burning becomes a major health concern. Since each individual district has unique topographical and population density characteristics, some encourage residents to voluntarily refrain from burning wood, and others issue health advisories, and wood burning is banned during alert periods.
Some fires, such as wildfires and catastrophic fires, are beyond district's regulation.
Beyond the clear danger to life and property, smoke and ash from large wildfires produces staggering levels of air pollution, threatening the health of thousands of people, often hundreds of miles away from where these wildfires burn. When levels reach such an unhealthy range, air districts issue health alerts and also work with public health officers, CAL FIRE, and other local agencies to determine when to call a shelter in place.
Separately, during certain times of the year, when fire danger is lower, residential and commercial debris burning of dead vegetation is allowed in many areas. The Air Pollution Control and Air Quality Management Districts publish days when it is a permissive burn day in local areas. However, when the weather begins to warm up and fire danger increases, CAL FIRE may restrict all debris burning. Ultimately, every facet of the 35 districts' work is to protect and improve public health. Over the past 20 years, California's population has increased by 22%, and the average daily miles driven have increased by 45%. At the same time, statewide emissions of smog-forming pollutants have dropped by over 50%. Thanks in part to the district's raising awareness of air pollution and the public's effort to promote social changes. By improving air quality over the past few decades, the district's programs have produced substantial public health benefits and saved the state millions of dollars in health-related costs. The air districts throughout California are proud to have played an instrumental role in partnership with agencies such as the California Air Resources Board and U.S. Environmental Protection Agency in this success story. But as population and traffic continue to grow, and as we grapple with the looming threat of climate change, it will require all our ingenuity and resourcefulness as agencies and as members of the greater community to continue this positive trend. To find out more information about your district, visit capcoa.org/districts.
Hey, here's a little more from the Solano County community. Check this stuff out.
Hello, my name is Tom McIlhattan. Welcome to the Solano County Fair. It was my pleasure being the Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealer in Vallejo, California for 18 years. And because of this connection with Harley-Davidson Motor Company, I was able to put together a collection of pieces that are not generally available to the public. It's my great pleasure to allow you to see these. I hope you enjoy seeing them as much as I enjoy presenting them. Thank you.
Hey, big shout out to everybody who supported the livestock auction yesterday. It was a great time. Those kids were very happy, and you've done a great job. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Solano County Virtual Fair, and to this welcome video about our community-based nonprofit organization, Lion Center for the Visually Impaired, serving seniors who are blind or visually impaired in Solano, Alameda, and Contra Costa counties. The mission of the Lion Center for the Visually Impaired, or LCVI for short, is to preserve vision, foster independence, and enhance the quality of life for adults who are blind or at risk for vision impairments, and to serve as a trusted source of information and expertise on blindness in the community. LCVI has served the community for over 67 years and is currently led by Dr. Yolanda Braxton, Executive Director, and Charles Duke Dunham, Board President. We are a 501c3 charitable nonprofit organization. To fulfill our important mission, we have developed 5 service lines of support. First is early detection, providing free eye screenings for seniors for the early detection of common eye diseases and referral for care as needed. Second, vision health outreach, providing free one-on-one consultations with a vision health specialist, free assistive devices, and training. Third, orientation and mobility, free individual instructions on how to move about one's home and in the community safely and confidently. Fourth, activities and events, free virtual and in-person group activities, classes, and events to foster independence and personal growth. Fifth, support groups, free virtual and in-person blind and low vision support groups hosted by a low vision professional. All of these services are free, so please let your friends, family, and loved ones who might benefit know about LCVI and invite them to call or email us for more information. We are here to help. With this final slide, we have a simple call to action. Please call us. Call us anytime, and let others know that they can call us too. Lion Center for the Visually Impaired. We are here to help. Call us toll-free at 1-800-750-EYES, E-Y-E-S, or 3937, or visit our website at www.lcvi.org. Thank you for viewing our Lion Center welcome video. Enjoy the rest of your time at the Solano County Virtual Fair.
Hey, you've seen some great bands this week, but guess what? It's not over with. Check out this next band. You're going to love them, and they're going to become your favorite.
of the season when elephants hide, and this time give it to me easy, and let me try with measured hands to take you in the soft promised land, show you everyone it's the time of the season for what's your name? What's your name? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy's name? Is he rich like me? Does he take any time to show you what you need to live? Tell me slowly, tell me why. I really want to know. It's the time of the season for what's your name? What's your name? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy's name? Is he rich like me? Does he take any time to show you what you need to live? Tell me slowly, tell me why. I really want to know. It's the time of the season for about the dreams and wishes.
Hey, happy Father's Day. You know, it only comes once a year, and it should come many more times a year because dads do a lot of good deeds. And if you listen to your dad and love your dad, guess what? One day, he'll probably pay for your college education. Hey man, I have enjoyed every band that I've seen in the last few days, and you are going to enjoy this next band. They are going to rock your world. Here they are right now.
Okay. Here's a Lyle Lovett song called If I Had a Boat.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The pony boat song. If I had a boat. All right, everybody, here's a Townes Van Zandt song. Living on the road, my friend, I'll make you free and clear. I shall wear your skin like iron, breaths as hard as kerosene. Poncho Lefty. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you.
We've enjoyed quite an array of talent here on the shoe. All right, that's if you're under 40, ask somebody who that bad impression was of Ed Sullivan. Here's another band you're gonna love. Check them out.
Hello, my name is Bart Sullivan. I'm the president and co-founder of the Benicia Performing Arts Foundation. Thank you for coming to our show. We really appreciate it. Before we begin, I thought it would be good to give you a little information about the foundation, where it came from and its mission. Well, a number of years ago, I had the wonderful opportunity as a guitar student to study with a very famous flamenco artist named Juan Solano. As my studies progressed, Juan offered me the opportunity to perform with him on stage throughout California. This experience was incredible and changed my life forever. So in 2004, my wife and I decided, based on this experience, to start a nonprofit, the Benicia Performing Arts Foundation, with the mission to bring young artists up on stage to perform and work with major artists, often recording with them, knowing that this experience could change their life forever in a positive way. While we believe that recitals and other types of performances are very valuable for the student artist, this type of experience, performing with major artists, is something quite a bit different. So thank you for supporting the arts, and thank you for supporting the artists. We hope you enjoy the show.
Yeah, Mr. Greg Ron on the keyboard. Take one more there, Greg. Hey, Greg, here we are finally, huh?
Yes, we finally made it.
We finally made it after, what, 3 cancellations?
Yes, the
Thanks
COVID,
to
the COVID has been rough on us.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Greg Ron on the keyboards over there.
Thank you.
And we got Mr. Jeff Campitelli on the drums. And the one and only, the man on the 6-string bass, Mr. Erin Germain, playing acoustic and 6-string. And my name is Carlos, and here we are. Tell him something.
You're Carlos.
I'm Carlos. That's the only way I know how to be.
Yes. So we got a good band for you here, and we're going to do this show, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So what's next? The chicken?
The chicken.
Do the chicken. Little Jocko for you.
Yes. Big applause to everybody here. Yeah, that was Mr. Jaco Pastorius. Yeah. Oh, what's going on, Greg? What you been up to, man?
Lots of live streams.
Live stream. And
Imagine
today,
that.
another live stream. No, but didn't you just put out a new CD? Tell the people about your CD.
Oh, my CD, of course. Yes, I have a new CD. It's a solo piano CD. It's called Rent Party. And what it is basically it's a throwback to the days of rent parties in the 20s and the 30s where communities would get together, go to somebody's apartment and play music all night long, eat and drink and have a ball and throw money in the kitty. And hopefully by morning, because they would go all night till dawn. And in the morning, before they went to church, they hopefully had enough money to pay the person's rent.
And now we call it COVID party.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
So-
God, congratulations, man. Good luck
Thanks.
on that.
Thank you.
What else we got up there, brother?
Well, I think we got Cantaloupe coming up.
Yeah, tell them about this, man.
Well, Cantaloupe, Herbie Hancock.
Herbie
Hancock tune.
You know, I just saw a little story about Herbie, and he said that they asked him. He says, "What was the biggest moment that you felt like, wow, I don't know if I'm gonna make this or make it in the business or whatever?" And he said he just had a hit with this. And the following week, he started with that guy named Miles, you know?
Oh, that guy.
Miles Davis. And he
Ah.
says, out of the first gig, he walks out, he's feeling great, and he's walking down the street in New York, and he's hearing his tune on the radio. He says, man, this is fabulous.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gotta
Herbie
love that.
Hancock.
Gotta love that.
That's
All
good.
right, here we go.
Cantaloupe Island. Yeah, Mr. Erin Germain. I'm sorry he's got 20 fingers when he plays. Yeah, Mr. Erin Germain over there on the bass solo. Yeah, don't be afraid to applaud. Yeah. Well, how do you do that, man? Your fingers never leave your hand, man. That's awesome. Yeah. Greg, this is so much fun, man. We haven't played in such a long time doing this. This has been great.
It's been a while. It's
Yeah.
been a while. It's been a while.
We did the New Orleans thing for my stream that one time too, and now here we are with Jeff and Jermaine, and wow.
Yes, and we're going to do the New Orleans thing again coming up. We had to postpone it because we got rained out, and we were doing it at the height of COVID, and we couldn't do it with that many people in the band.
Yeah.
So that's still coming up. That one will be coming up soon.
Yeah, we'll have horn section for that, right?
Yeah, the whole horn section and everything. We're going to do Mardi. We'll end up having Mardi Gras in summer. Why not?
Yeah, well, actually, you should introduce this next tune, you know?
Yes, okay. Be happy to. So as most musicians and most people know, we've lost a great, great pianist and composer early in 2021 by the name of Chick Corea. His real name was Armando Anthony Corea. And he was such a big influence, not just on piano players, but on every musician around. Whatever instrument he touched, he took it to a new level, set the bar for the level of excellence for that instrument. I first heard of him with Return to Forever in the 70s.
Right.
And I was a teenager then. I was like, holy cow, this stuff is amazing. And, you know, he just continued to raise the bar, whether it's on synthesizers, piano, acoustic piano, solo, trio, whatever.
He played vibes too, you know?
He played vibes too, yeah. I've seen that those videos.
And he also brought in classical with Spanish music into the whole fusion thing, you know? That was very cool. I remember he Return to Forever and Tower of Power on the same bill, man, way back when I was in high school, and they're the ones that turned me on. Hearing the horn section that was funky, and then Stanley, and then Chick, I was like, and then this guy on the drums, and my dad was upset because that's where the classical music went. Okay, we're going to go over here now.
Well, speaking of classical music, so this tune we're going to do, it's a tune that Chick wrote called Armando's Rumba. And you're going to hear all kinds of influences here. He's got the Spanish influence. He's got classical music. He's got jazz in there. He's even got some Cuban, influence in there as well. So Armando's Rumba by Chick Corea. This goes out to Chick. So we'll start this one off with a little hand clapping of the rhythm.
rumba. Wow, Jermaine. Work that upright bass, man. That's great. That's a lot of finger gymnastics, you guys. You don't believe it. Jeff Campitelli back there. We can't hear anything out of you except hi. We can hear your drums. Sign language, yeah. I think it's time we turn it over and feature Mr. Greg Ron. Yeah, what do you think about this, Greg?
Okay, we're going to do a tune. This next tune was, speaking of classical music, this was originally a classical piece of music written by Rimsky-Korsakov. And he wrote it as an interlude to his opera, The Tale of Tsar Sultan. And the melody was designed to emulate the sound of a bumblebee's erratic flight pattern. And it was called The Flight of the Bumblebee. So in the 1940s, Jack Fina comes along and he says, we're going to put a boogie-woogie line to this tune, and we're going to call it The Bumble Boogie. And he had a big hit with it. So here it is, The Bumble Boogie.
Also, his fingers never left his hands.
Let's see. Oh, no.
Wow. That's great, man. Nothing like gymnastics for the fingers. Well, before we go, we should thank some of our friends who put this together, Bart and also Andy Brunt for letting us do it in his space.
Yes, the Escape.
The Escape, yeah.
The
And
Escape
also,
in Benicia.
yeah, and he cleared out the stage of his stuff and helped us, and Denise helped us put things away and make it all work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks to them. And also our crew, my buddies here, Austin and Robert, and we got Tim in the other room and Raul. They're doing the filming and the sound. So it takes a village to make the band.
It takes a village. And let's not forget the city of Benicia. The city of Benicia also helps sponsor this event. And so when you see the tip jar rolling by on the screen, this will be up on the screen, please donate if you can. It's all going back to the Benicia Performing Arts Foundation, and because they're the sponsor of this thing, so we want to support them and get more arts happening. And so donations are very welcome.
Yeah, we also want to thank our good young gun on the guitar, Garrett, for opening up the show with his original tunes, and he's working his way up, and every year we see him, man, he's getting better and better. As soon we're going to charge him if we're playing, man. I think we should move on. What do you think?
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Slow down a little?
Yeah. This next tune is a tune that was really originally written by Django Reinhardt, who they call him the father of gypsy jazz, and back in the 30s and everything. And him and the godfather of jazz violin, Stefan Grappelli, man. Yeah. They were the guys. And so when World War II broke out, Grappelli went back to England, and Django stayed. And one of the things that came out of that was this next tune called Nuages. And it sounded great, and from my understandings, for the people that are really into this and really know the history, that Django said, I love this tune, but it doesn't quite sound right until Grappelli came back after the war and they united, and then it became the tune that it is. They had so many great tunes, but this one, Django said, that was it. So anyway, we're going to do our humble rendition of this tune, Nuages.
I have been absolutely amazed at the amount of talent these bands have displayed in the last few days, and that doesn't stop. No, sirree, we got more coming up on your screen in about 3, 2, 1.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here's our first song. This is written by George and his lovely wife, Ira Gershwin. This is called Lady Be Good. much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, song number 2. This is written by Thelonious Monk and Pootie Williams. This is called Round Midnight. feature the lovely and talented Isabelle Fontaine, our featured vocalist. She's going to sing to you, for you, The Roses of Picardy.
Yes.
Please.
Absolutely. Oui. A one, a two, a one, two.
Et que cette nous semble vieillot. Aujourd'hui, il me semble nous
Fontaine singing the Roses of Picardy.
Merci beaucoup, you.
And now, here's another song by Isabelle Fontaine. This one's in French this time. This is called Menilmontant, which, in case you don't know it, is a very cool neighborhood in Paris where, well, you just, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. But you got to go and see it. Menilmontant.
What you were going to say is where Edith Piaf was born.
Exactly.
And Maurice Chevalier.
Yes.
Two references in the pop culture in France.
I knew that. I knew that.
All right.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
The Bluebirds.
C'est parfait, c'est magnifique. And now, here's a nice little change of pace. It's a tune that we tuned from, well, you know, I actually can't remember. We were corrected. It's not by Ninin Garcia.
Ah.
But you send us, if those of you watching actually know who the author of this tune is, send us an email at hotclubsf.com. This is called
I don't know Ninin.
Yes. Quito by unknown composer. The checks go to anonymous. You know, I think it's time for a nice blues. How about E flat? That's 3 flat. Blues in E flat, written by Django Reinhardt. This is called Swing Time in Springtime. That's not the title of the page. another beautiful vocal by our lovely and talented French chanteuse. That means she sings only when she's in France, Isabelle Fontaine.
I thought it meant she sings in two languages.
All of you are right. Everybody's right.
Today.
Today. Even the bird. J'aimerais t'envoyer Syracuse, ville de Bakke et les grands oiseaux qui s'amusent à glisser l'aile sous le vent. Voir les jardins de Babylone et le palais du grand lama, rêver des amants de Vérone au sommet du Fujiyama, voir le pays du matin calme, aller pêcher au cormorans et m'enivrer de vin de palme en écoutant chanter le vent. Avant que ma jeunesse s'use et que mes printemps soient partis, j'aimerais t'envoyer Syracuse pour m'en souvenir à
Beautiful.
It's you every time, huh?
Yeah. Good. So we're patting ourselves on the back right now. This is what it looks like. We're breaking our arms because we haven't played together in months. feels like years. And we're accustomed to playing together at least twice a week, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually really fun for us. We're going to wrap up our program now with a sweet song. In English, it means I Will Wait for You. The title is J'attendrai, and we're going to ask Isabel to sing us home.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a pleasure playing for you. Let me introduce the band before I introduce Isabel Fontaine on the vocals and the rhythm guitar.
Thank you.
On the string bass back here, making the beautifulest sounds in the lowest of registers, Mr. Sammy Wolfman Rocha.
Yay.
And of course, no stranger to Grass Valley, Evan Price on the violin, ladies and gentlemen. Hi. And I'm your host, Paul Malin.
Paul Malin, yes.
Okay. Take it away.
Okay. A 1, 2, a 1, 2. J'attendrai le jour et la nuit, j'attendrai toujours ton retour. J'attendrai qu'un oiseau qui s'enfuit vienne chercher l'oubli dans son lit. Le temps passe et court en battant tristement dans mon cœur, c'est lourd et pourtant j'attendrai ton retour.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been amazed at the artwork and the competitive exhibits division. A lot of great stuff. Makes me never want to try to be an artist because they're so much better. Anyway, check it out. You know, I've been coming to the Solano County Fair and other Bay Area county fairs for 20-some years now. When the Solano County Fair hired me in the early 2000s to MC a blues event, I had a great time, and I ate a corn dog, and I went to see the pigs run, and I went to see another concert besides the blues concert. Believe it or not, there was another concert going on, all sorts of incredible things. I rode some rides in the Midway, and I went, why have I not been here every year for the previous 20-odd years of my life? And so I have been back every year, and it's a great time. And it is not summer without the county fair. It is simply not summer. I wait every year, and I go to several county fairs, of which Solano County is one. So please, oh please, oh please, come, don't miss it. If you got kids, it should be against the law not to not take your kids to the fair, and you'll get great memories and take a lot of photographs. I have a shoebox full of photographs, and you'll probably see some here behind me. And thank you very much for having me MC this great event. And we had a great time this year, and we want to thank everybody, the folks who submitted art and films and videos, the people who work the grounds, the people who work in the office. Everybody did a great job to sort of work with these adverse conditions and still turn out a great product. And the fair is over. I'm kind of sad because I like them. Hey, it'll be back next year. There'll be rides, there'll be corn dogs. Everybody will be right there at the Solano County Fairgrounds 2022. So you'll be there too, I'm sure. Thank you very much for joining us this year. We had a great time. For their work with the concerts, we'd like to thank RDA Entertainment and CZC Entertainment. Also, Solano County resident Marty Duvall. And the Solano County Fair would like to thank their sponsors, Recology, Touro University, Bay Area Air Quality Management District, Vallejo, and Assembly Member Tim Grayson. Thank you for your work and, well, your money. You threw some money in too. That was good. Yeah, money's always good. But thank you. Some assembly required. Batteries not included. Offer valid in only certain counties, not the one you live in. Any other one, just not the one you live in.